When starting a design project, are you afraid of making expensive mistakes and worried that there are no answers to be found when you need help? Well, worry no more. Help is on the way. Welcome to the Design Club. With over 30 years of design knowledge, award-winning interior designer and YouTube personality Lisa Holt gives you the tools to boost your design confidence and let your creativity flow. You have personal access to one of the industry's top interior designers. With almost 2,500 things to see and do, there's no shortage of information to help you crush your home goals and get your projects done right the first time. The Design Club is the new way to get your project done the right way. Don't waste another minute or another dollar. Join the Design Club today and start designing with confidence and the knowledge to get your project done right the first time.
Hey guys, you know a question I get asked a lot lately, over and over in my design practice, especially in the last couple of years, is IKEA kind of over? You know, the real reality is everybody kind of loves the design and the ideas of it, and the price point is very reasonable, accessible, but you just can't get it. Everybody is super frustrated. So are they over? We'll get to that in a little bit. But first, let's look at how they got to where they are now. You better buckle up, baby, because it's time for a history lesson. So, once upon a time, in a small farming community in Sweden, there was a young man named Ingvar. Now, Ingvar, very entrepreneurial. Now, he really wanted to help out his struggling family, so he created a little business and he sold everything from matchsticks to fish to Christmas cards. This all starts around 1948. In 50 is when he opens his first catalog. He was focusing his ideas on direct mail and import. And take a look at his first little export office. And so he created this little catalog, which was kind of great. It included all kinds of stuff. Now, why would he be looking at furniture? Well, the Swedish government had built a ton of new post-war houses, and people needed to fill those houses, and they needed quick and affordably. So his first real catalog in 1951 offered a few pieces of basic furniture, were received so well that literally the next year, the entire catalog was devoted to furnishings. Those things that everyday Swedes needed in their homes and in their lives. Here was the genius idea though. His concept was to create anything and everything in the catalog that could be available to ship flat, because the cost of shipping furnishings is so expensive, and it makes pieces take so long because they have to be custom built. And people absolutely loved it. Now all you have to do is take a quick look at some of these really early pieces that were in the catalogs to realize how responsive he was to the design direction the market needed. So by the time he gets to the late 50s, he is absolutely rocking that mid-century modern and Scandi look. Take a look at these pieces. This cocktail table. How about this one chair that looks like an amoeba? These things are really super leading edge design. Now, it didn't stop there, let me tell you. The 60s, oh my gosh, the 60s were super groovy. He was doing everything from pony skin little round swivel chairs to kids furniture to even like entire furnishings sets. 70s, the same thing happened. Look at this, like modular seating. He started to do some classic bent steel details, got into lighting. Of course, the upholstered items were kind of fun and sort of groovy. This little jeans lounge chair is kind of fun. And now you're starting to see him introduce some of the pieces that are in the line still, like the Ted folding chair, or my favorite of all time, which is the Billy bookcase series. By the time that they got to the 80s, they were already into supplying almost everything they could think of for the home. So you're talking about linens, lighting, rugs. They even brought out this little kitchen starter kit. By the 90s, they were also beginning to do a lot of collaborations with a lot of interesting European furniture designers. So you get things like the PS cabinet and this lovely chair that looks like a Gustavian, throwback. That's really amazing. Now, by the 2000s, they are really cooking with gas. Oh my gosh, look at this amazing architectural statement that is a lounge chair done in rattan. That's fantastic. And of course, they introduced the Stockholm collection, which is still used to this day. I love and own these Malm dressers. They are fantastic. The Stockholm black and white rug, I love to spec it when it's available. They even started introducing some things like the Star Wars planet that's made into a light fixture. They still have that in the catalog today.
No, that's impossible!
Now, if you're new to my channel, be sure and subscribe and turn that notifications bell on, because if you don't have that on, you won't know every time I drop a new video. So by the time we hit the 2010s and the 2020s, they had definitely begun to kind of reprise some of their really classic pieces, like this beautiful walnut chair, and of course their epic and amazing kitchens. They even got into some really interesting collaborations, like this collection of handmade pillow forms and throws with a women's collective out of Jordan. But let me tell you, IKEA had a few mistakes. I don't know what they were thinking with the inflatable sofa. Then pianos? But the one that I discovered was a compost lounge chair, or like sofa. I don't know what they were thinking, but the last thing I want to do is be sitting atop my stinky compost while I'm having a chat in the living room. But you know what the most popular thing is at IKEA?
No.
Their tote bag. The idea that yellow bag, and eventually they turned it into the blue bag, those are absolute icons, and they're found everywhere. I didn't know this, but you can actually plant in them because they can actually hold water. Now, the most hated IKEA item is actually the hex tool. As you can see, the idea of getting your furniture on time and reasonably priced was really well received, but nobody really wanted to have to put it together themselves. And so now, of course, things still ship flat and you get to put it together, but they put one of those hex keys in every one of them. So in my opinion, as a designer, I'm here to tell you that I think IKEA is back on track and they are going to rock it. So feel safe and comfortable specifying IKEA and getting it into your homes. Want to know more about IKEA? Check out all these videos and I'll see you guys soon. Now, if you're new to my channel, be sure and subscribe and turn that notifications bell on, because if you don't have that on, you won't know every time I drop a new video.